But we really believe that there is a truth that every moment can be deeper or more beautiful. And that might be a moment when you're just kind of sick of your partner, or you're doing something really mundane, or you're having a fight, or any number of things, all the way to like a sexually intimate moment. But that when we pay attention moment to what is actually available and who is the person that we're with, then we have the capacity to respond in a way that creates more depth or more beauty.
But if you have a devotion to something greater than yourself, right, or greater than you and your partner, right? A good example of this is in sex, there's often this kind of exchange that goes on, like, you do me, I'll do you, it'll be good, right? There'll be this thing, like, I'll do this thing that you like, and you do this thing that I like, we'll both get off, and we're all good. There's that, right? Devotion to love or depth might actually call for something greater than that. And only the moment knows. And the moment knows because we're paying attention. We know because we're paying attention to the moment. We know because we're opening to the moment. So this realm that we're talking about how to make any relational or sexual moment deeper, has to do with sensitivity training, to train your nervous systems to be more sensitive to what's actually going down in the moment. Oh, her heart's here, her heart's closed, or her heart's tender, she needs this. Or this mood has kind of taken her over, or he feels totally burdened, maybe he needs some of this energy, right? And in doing so, what happens is we free love in a way that everybody can feel. I mean, this is now, we're talking theoretically, but we were talking about this afternoon with the salon. This goes from theoretical to very practical, very fast, where you can literally feel there's a freedom in the moment because love has been liberated in some way. And you guys will feel this tonight. We'll work with this a little bit tonight.
The other piece I want to drop in right beside that also came up a lot today in our longer term program that we worked with today, is really around generosity. And there's a number of ways to look at that, but I want to just, again, these are all theoretical right now, and we want to set the stage for you, and then we'll go in and have the actual experiences of them, even starting tonight and for the rest of the weekend. But there is a way, there are those moments when you really can find something like, okay, I can be generous enough to this person, or I can be devoted enough to love that I'll be generous in this moment, even though some part of me is like, I don't wanna, I don't like him, he didn't deserve it. And then another way that I talk about it, which I just think is a useful access point sometimes, is around being generous in order to create the moment that you want to be living in anyway. And just like fuck all whether he or she deserves it, and create the moment that you want to live so that you can live in it, and hopefully they'll join you.
I'll take that one step further, which I think is, if you create the moment that you want to live in based on generosity and devotion, you will more than likely evoke, which means kind of bring out of thin air, something in your partner different.
Yeah.
Do you guys get that? You will literally take somebody whose heart is closed and whose brain is kind of looping on a singular thought. Hey, I didn't get my raise. Fucking asshole. You didn't get my raise last time.
I suck.
Yeah, he sucks. I suck. You can take a guy who's like that, right? And with the right energy, completely transform that experience of life for him. That's pretty fucking cool. That we can literally evoke the best from people. We can literally change the experience of life that they're having in a moment by the depth of love that we're willing to give. I'd consider that a superpower. Yeah. Right? That's what all the millennials are calling.
And then they're just way more fun to be around, because they're not going like, I suck, right? They're like, oh.
So there's all kinds of reasons why, and it's hard for us to sit up here and say, listen, trust us. Like, this shit works, and if you apply it, there's going to be a level of depth in your sex and in your relationships that you have not even imagined. So yes, it does work. And the nuts and bolts of it are this, and we'll work with this all weekend long. So the masculine responsibility to create the deepest moment possible is around structure. What is the structure of the moment? So the structure of the moment could be, one of the great examples is the masculine is the master of time and space. So baby, we're going to dinner at this place, and then we're going to be there at 7, and at 8 o'clock we're going to be going to the show, and right. So you're making that moment, you're literally the master of time and space. The masculine is that. Does that normally feel good to those of you in your feminine? Yeah, they're all, just so you guys notice that, yes, it feels good to them. Okay, and so that's one way to own the structure of the moment. Another way to own the structure of the moment is to use awareness, consciousness, awareness, to literally wrap the moment, right? The other way is to use breath. Like, he or she who has the deepest breath is owning the masculine pole in a moment. So breath is structure, posture is structure. Could you imagine that the moment's deeper if you're, standing straight and your heart's open, right? Versus like, right? It's deeper. Hey, baby, I love you.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Just trust me.
Trust me. I'll tell you.
Surrender.
Trust me. Yeah, I got
leadership.
you. Yeah. Why don't you ever surrender? Right? So you can see that the structure that you present in a moment that's the masculine responsibility and how that's crucial. Yes? Yeah? Okay. The feminine responsibility for the deepest moment is energy. So any moment, the energy that you bring is going to deepen the moment. So if he's holding the structure is basically an empty container of breath, awareness, time and space, and sometimes two bodies. He's holding the structure for that. The energy that fills that structure, that's y'all's world.
But that literally means the energy. It doesn't mean saying what you think should be the energy in that space. It should be brighter here, right? It literally means to bring the energy to the space.
But if you want a deeper moment, like you saw, I said, hey guys, you get this. Like, that's the energy that they're bringing, right? Their energy's not their domain. That's not their domain. Now, of course, they can bring it. They can bring sort of a devotional energy or sexy energy, but you don't really want them doing that, really. I mean, you don't want them like bringing like the
in charge of the energy? Yeah. Do you want them in charge of the energy?
So turned on, baby, like that kind of energy. You don't really want that from your masculine partner, no?